West Hollywood celebrates National Night Out. WehoTV News is next. Welcome to WehoTV News. I'm Larry Carroll. The West Hollywood City Council, Sheriff's Department, and local firefighters joined local residents on National Night Out to send the message that our neighborhoods are organized and working to stop crime. Neighborhood watch groups hosted several citywide block parties with plenty of food and entertainment. Helping to celebrate National Night Out in West Hollywood was guitar virtuoso and pop culture icon Charo.
Charo, we're so happy that you're celebrating National Night Out with us.
National Night Out is designed to increase crime and drug prevention awareness and strengthen partnerships between law enforcement and neighborhoods. For more information on National Night Out and neighborhood watch groups in West Hollywood, you can visit weho.org or call Laura Manukian in the Public Safety Division. Laura's number is 323-848-6831. At a recent City Council meeting, the City of West Hollywood presented certificates of commendation to the LA Gay and Lesbian Center's GED preparation program graduates. The city also presented a proclamation to former Dodger pitcher Dennis Powell in honor of Play Ball Month.
Play Ball Month. It encourages families and communities to participate in the game of baseball, creating a sustainable enthusiasm for the game. We know that the sport of baseball is teaching our youth valuable life lessons of teamwork, perseverance, leadership, sportsmanship, and provides a proud sense of belonging to something bigger than oneself.
Baseball is America's pastime. This sport has joined the community in so many years in bringing kids on the baseball field. And the Dodgers are a proud organization that really uses baseball to teach education, likeness, health, wellness, and the whole things that surround education. Baseball is the core of our fabric. I mean, it's been from way back in the day to now that baseball is such a tool. It gets their attention, and we use it to the fullest to try to build hope and encouragements and dreams.
City employees Michelle Bell and Yvonne Quarker were presented with a proclamation on behalf of the city's African American Heritage Committee in honor of the Voting Rights Act of 1965.
Was a landmark piece of legislation that helped to put a stop to deliberate and violent barriers that prevented African Americans in the South and Hispanics in the Southwest from exercising their right to vote in the nation's democratic elections. Prior to the Voting Rights Act, Congress determined that existing federal anti-discrimination laws were not enough to prevent discriminatory election practices. So the Voting Rights Act was advanced as a means of banning this racial discrimination in voting practices by the federal government as well as by the state government.
And certificates of appreciation were presented to the poster models for Xmas in July campaign.
The city worked with local business to promote Christmas in July. We decked the street poles of Santa Monica Boulevard between Hancock Avenue and Robertson Boulevard with images of some of your favorite West Hollywood business employees in their holiday attire. Employees featured on the banners included staff from Trunks, the Abbey, Mickey's, and the Rasputin WeHo. I'd like to thank these employees as they volunteered to be our models for these very colorful and cheery banners.
The City of West Hollywood hosted an educational panel and community forum recently to discuss anal cancer and human papilloma, or HPV. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, HPV is the most common sexually transmitted virus in the United States, and that almost every sexually active person will acquire HPV at some point in their lives. The CDC also tells us that about 3,000 new cases of HPV-associated anal cancers are diagnosed in women, and about 1,700 are diagnosed in men each year in the United States.
So many gay men are really up on HIV and up on PrEP and up on most STDs, and yet HPV in the throat, HPV in the anus, anal cancer are like topics that we don't seem to be talking about at all. So we really wanted to have this discussion tonight, and we're going to keep broadcasting it and hopefully spread the word that this is a really critical issue.
A tribute to the sexual revolution of the 1960s was the emergence of HPV, not as a sexually transmitted infection in classic terms. And they tend to be sexually transmitted between partners, but the way that they sustain within a population is that you have a small core of people at the center of an epidemic who are having lots and lots of partner changes.
Mobilize a response really to, is there a higher incidence of oropharyngeal cancer, and why don't people talk about it, and why don't people know about it? And we talked about people who think that they're avoiding cancer risk by not having anal sex, and it's just not the case.
So if someone is on Truvada as PrEP and they're not using condoms, then you can bet that the rate of HPV transmitted anally is going to go up. The less you use condoms, the more likely it is that you're going to transmit HPV. And you're going to transmit the same kind of HPV that's been circulating around in the community, the high-risk types, the low-risk types.
For more information, please contact West Hollywood Social Services Specialist Corey Roskin. Corey can be reached at 323-848-6403. The West Hollywood City Council recently approved a resolution to denounce a deceptive media campaign against Planned Parenthood and expressed the city's continued support for access to reproductive health care and all reproductive health care providers. Planned Parenthood has been the target of an aggressive campaign that misrepresents facts with a series of highly edited videos designed to discredit the organization and mislead the public with false claims. The campaign prompted a reaction in the U.S. Senate. Fortunately, the Senate voted 53-46 to block a bill that would have terminated federal funds for Planned Parenthood. Through health centers, programs in schools and communities, and online services, Planned Parenthood is a trusted source of reliable health information that allows people to make informed health decisions. For more information about this resolution, you can contact the office of West Hollywood Mayor Lindsay Horvath. Her number, 323-848-6460. Join the City of West Hollywood City Council and Women's Advisory Board for an empowering and inspirational event commemorating the 95th anniversary of the certification of the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which granted women the right to vote in the United States. Speakers will include civil rights attorney and women's rights advocate Gloria Allred, along with civil rights attorney and NBC News legal analyst Lisa Bloom. The celebration will take place on Wednesday, August 26th, starting at 6:30 p.m. in the West Hollywood City Council chambers. For more information or to RSVP, visit WehoTV.org or call 323-848-6823. City of West Hollywood is committed to providing the highest quality services for all of our constituents, but not all issues can be resolved at the city level. Well, you don't have to go all the way to Sacramento to meet with your local state assembly representatives. You can set up an appointment right here in the West Hollywood City Hall. Neighborhood office hours provide the community with an opportunity to meet with Assemblymember Richard Bloom's staff to discuss legislation, state-related matters, and local concerns as well. Office hours are the fourth Wednesday of every month from noon to 2 p.m. in West Hollywood City Hall. Walk-ins will be accepted, but appointments are strongly encouraged. For more information or to make an appointment, please call Tim Harder at 310-450-0041. It's going to be some major utility construction work this summer at Sunset and La Cienega, so you're going to want to avoid those areas as much as you can for the next couple of months. The Sunset Boulevard utility construction is scheduled from early July to mid-August and involves excavation and undergrounding of overhead power lines. The plan is to trench across Sunset in phases so that the boulevard can remain open to traffic. The La Cienega Boulevard work is scheduled from August to late September and will require the full closure of La Cienega between Fountain and Sunset for several weeks. City of West Hollywood is coordinating with the City and County of Los Angeles and other partner agencies to minimize the impacts. The city's priorities, of course, are safety for the public and the construction workers, neighborhood livability, and traffic flow. Updates will be posted regularly to the project's website, which is sunsetlacienega.com. And you can contact the Sunset La Cienega project team directly at 213-861-6126. City of West Hollywood went to the dogs recently. The third annual Paws Apalooza. Dogs and dog lovers of all ages joined in the fun at West Hollywood Park to celebrate all things canine. The festivities included a doggy costume contest, a search and rescue demonstration, agility and frisbee demonstrations, free giveaways, and a whole lot more. For more information about Paws Apalooza, you can visit WehoTV.org or pawsla.org. Well, that's it for this edition of WehoTV News. For more information about the stories you've seen here, you can always go to our award-winning website at weho.org. And for the latest about what's happening on WehoTV, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Larry Carroll. Thanks for watching.